Hey guys, so while I was on vacation and building my new PC, my studio PC, which I should do a video and show you what's inside, how it runs. So Native Instruments released a library, a Kontakt library in the Play series, Empire Breaks, which is all about classic hip hop beats and patterns. So I'm gonna show you that. We'll do a lot of the demos, the sound demos, and check out what's inside. Right, so before we dive into that, this is the product page where you can get a lot of information. I'm going to put the link in the description of this video. And you can see that this is part of the Play series. It's very similar to Butch Vig drums and also 40's very own drums. And inside you'll find 30 different kits and MIDI patterns that you can drag and drop, and there's lots of samples. So now we're ready, diving in. Right, so like the other libraries in the Play series, there's not a lot of controls, but there are quite a few things that you can do. It's not just samples arranged. There are a few things I'm going to show you how you can create your own kind of drum kits and tweak things. So first of all, this is the main page, the main view, where you can see the pads. Right now, these pads are basically they have two type of things that you can do. They can be individual instruments like kick, snare, and you can play that with your keyboard, or you can program that from C1 onwards, and that will be just a simple, kind of beat making. Right, and also, of course, they will run the different patterns. So right now I'm on the main page, but if we'll jump over to patterns, you'll see the patterns, and we can just click this and it will run that pattern. Right, and we'll definitely play with that in a moment. I'm going to show you how we can drag and drop and use this in our session. And going back to the main view, you'll have the different instruments: kick, the snare, the hats, the toms. You'll see the letters. This is, again, very similar to the other libraries in the Play series. And on the bottom, we have a few things. We have some macros, which are programmed or wired into the presets. We also have a low pass filter cutoff here. We have tuning, we have the levels, and well, that's the main view. But if you go inside the kits, there you'll see for each of the presets, you'll see everything. You'll see the particular sample that was selected, and that's what you see here. So I'm gonna just hit the kick, and you'll see that sample. If you click the drop down here, or the title, we'll see that it is wired, it is selected as kick. And now we'll see all the different kicks. So this pad is a kick, and that's why we see only kicks right here. If I'll click the snare, I'll see snares, and I can actually change. Let's just select this one, and I'm going to close. And then we have a few things like pitch, volume, panning, and so on. But we also have the insert effects. And right now we only have the transient, but I can click this and select, let's go with lo-fi. And that's what you see here. And we also have send effects. So we have two send effects, and you see them here, send 1 and 2. The question is, what kind of send effects? So all the different pads have the ability to send into send 1 and 2, and that's something you can see in the effects tab. So in the effects tab right now, I'm on the send effect, and I have two of them. So one is the IR verb, and the other one is replica. I can change that, select a different reverb or whatever, and so on. And you'll see all the different controls, which I'm not going into right now, but these are the send effects, which all the pads send into. We also have global effects. This is the global chain of effects going from left to right. And again, you can click the drop down, select whatever, and you can reorder them and just do anything like that. And then we have the insert effect, and you can see that I'm selected here on the snare. So I'm now I'm just selecting what would be the snare insert effects. We see the transient and the lo-fi that we just selected. So you can see the controls here. If I'll select something else, like let's get I don't know, cabinet, then everything changes. Now it's a cabinet, and I have the different controls for that. Of course, you can click into any of the pads and see again the change of effects. I think that's the main things that I wanted to show you very quickly, so you'll get to know this library. We also have the macros, which I'm not going into in this video, but let me know. And if you want me to do a separate video just showing you how to assign, how to program the macros, I'll be happy to do so. Or you can contact me and we can chat about that one in the Discord server in the Plugin Academy. So going back to main, what I'm going to do now is just going through some of the presets and just giving you a feel of what's inside. And you know what, before we dive into that, let me show you how you can drag and drop any of the patterns. So if we go into patterns, I can just select that I don't know, marker here, that handle, and just gonna drag this and drop it in my session. I'm using Cubase, obviously that works in any DAW. So play. You get the idea. Right, so I'm gonna end the video with a lot of the sounds and demo, you know, the presets. Let me know again if there's anything I missed, or you know, you need help or anything. I'll be happy to do so. I'll see you guys in the next video very, very soon. Bye bye.